but I'll wait. As a matter of fact, I was just allowed the opportunity to make videos again. The plus button you push in order to enact or create a video was grayed over. I could see it, but no matter how often I pushed it, I couldn't make a video. How is everybody? V-Chain, Mr. Oaks, haven't seen you in a long time. I'm going to make it as quick as possible because I don't want it to be cut off. And I hate the fact that I don't have any tools to show you. I want to be able to show people so they can see it with their eyes, to be able to visualize. Grand rising to you. How is everybody? I missed you all as well, but I'm live on X all the time. Here's what, let's go into it. On the episode of The Simpsons, and it was recently done on a Crypto Lycan video, as he speaks about the smart water. And Marge Simpson mentions that on the label, everything was written or printed in all lowercase letters. I'm going to tell you what I think that means. I think it means Capitis, diminutio, minimum. At present, we are dealing and operating in business with Capitis, diminutio, maximum, which is Latin. You just saw recently Marshall Haynard wrote in Latin. He typed in Latin, and I think he was giving you a little coded message. And at present time, as anyone, like when you receive an invitation to get a credit card, you'll see your name when you receive it in the mail. It'll be grammatically correct. But as soon as you fill out that paperwork and you send it back in, your statement comes back in all capital letters, which means Capitis, diminutio, maximum, which is the highest comprehensive loss of status in legal terms in Latin. And Capitis diminutio minimum means the least. And I think that we're headed for that. I know that Marshall Haynard built something good that's going to correct this system that has been eating off of the people. How can I say this? When you see Marge holding the bottles do represent colloidal gold. They represent metal, of course, metal blockchain. I feel that the money will return to sound money. That's why you're hearing more from Judy Sheldon, who is a proponent for gold and silver. But we're going to see metals backing these digital currencies. And yes, we're entering into a stage of self-sovereign identity. And I think that's what it means. And I also feel that it means that, remember Marshall wrote recently, said, Mr. President, keep your word and make the US cryptos, especially metal blockchain, non-taxable. I feel that that's what that means. The least comprehensive loss of status in law. That's what it means. I don't have to go into deep detail so I don't get cut off or blocked. I feel that that's what it means. All lowercase letters. I'll say it again. Capitis, diminutio, minimum. That's what it means. To me, that's what it means. And that means everything is returning to a state of sound money. That doesn't mean that these new technologies can't go in the opposite direction, because we know that they can very quickly. And we're entering to a new phase here. The spatial web is here. And the spatial web is going to converge all technologies from AI, Internet of Things, devices. You have all your phones, your smart watches, everything's going to be connected. All these cameras, they're going to be connected. If you go and watch a movie called The Accountant 2, you're going to see them use a system called neuroscience, if I'm saying it correctly. I think it was called neuroscience. I feel that was a nod to Professor Carl Friston, who is dealing with neuroscience at Versus Technologies. And they created a system of natural intelligence using something called Genius. You should go check that out. And I think that was a nod to it on The Accountant 2. Like I said, I don't want to be on here too long because my reception will get real shoddy real fast. I'm holding my phone as still as I possibly can. It says Real-time voting. Yes, of course. Yes, real-time voting via Doge. Yes, everything's going to be converged and in real time. Right now, everything is hacked. I don't care if you have an Apple phone, you have an Android, your bank accounts, social security numbers, they've all been hacked. They're just not telling you about it. Like I said, that's why a long time ago I did a video about port out scams, where I lost my phone number for 7 days. It wasn't lost; it was stolen from me by hacks for 7 days. Everybody's digital footprint has been stolen, and so we're going to be forced to use the spatial web, and the spatial web will prevent that because it operates like the human body. You know, and all of these cameras and edge nodes, like your smart refrigerator, your smart TV, these are nodes and sensors which we're going to collect data like in a human anatomy. That's what they built it around. Professor Carl Friston, he's also nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. He's the one who did a lot of brain mapping technology, and so he's utilized this and to create layers within an ecosystem, nested layers, I should say. You should go check him out. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on here. I could see my reception is getting kind of shoddy as it is. How's everybody doing today before I leave out of here? I would have a better time of showing you if I was around the with my old setup. I could show you, but it's best that you go and look up what I'm telling you about yourself. All good. That's good. How about you? I'm well and good. I've just been working very hard. I've been working very hard. The grapes are here. I was just enjoying a nice glass of wine. Yeah, the grapes are certainly